But it is so interesting to get people together and share a vision. They buy into it. And I was so proud to charter a club with 30 members. Under the charter night, we had others already who had expressed interest to join and serve with us. So we inducted 11 new members on our charter night, and that was on the 28th of June, 2019. We hold those memories so dear. And I'm so proud when I look back. From a bare 30 members, we're at 87 now, and we're counting. Today we are going to bring in more servicemen and women who are joining hands to be able to give back. We have 4 major donors in the club, just as we're going into the 4th year. And the multiple PHS, more than 25 members. We go serve, we get our hands dirty, and after that we enjoy. And so we're here to celebrate. I was the charter president. That was my first year where we connected the world. Then we came in with the opportunity president, Dr. Bildad Waguma. And now this year we have served with a changemaker president, David Balondemo. And as we celebrate the charter nights, it gives me pleasure to welcome Rita Namachika, who was the first person I shared the idea with. It gives me a lot of pleasure that she's coming in to serve at the time when we have the first Rotary, the first female Rotary International President, Jennifer Jones, and she's asking us to imagine Rotary.
Dear members, as you've seen, President Bildad Waguma has willingly handed over this chain of leadership to me, and at this point, I take opportunity to hand it, to put it on Rotarian David Balondem as a sign that he's the next president.
My presidency was abrupt. I took over leadership without any preparation. I did not go through the normal customs of Rotary, whereby I was either a PE. Leadership was thrown at me by thrust. Said, we are left with 2 weeks. The person who is supposed to be president was appointed ambassador. And the one next in line is not yet ready. We are in a crisis. We want you to fill the gap. And I accepted. It was quite challenging to learn on the job, but I'm happy that I've managed and it's coming to the end. It is quite tricky, especially when you are leading volunteers. Now, volunteers during lockdown, volunteers during COVID, you can't meet physically. You cannot order them because 1, they are volunteers, 2, there is lockdown, 3, there is a pandemic. So it was quite challenging. I really want to thank God, and of course the team that I worked with, and even those that were always able to make it. Even on Zoom, you could go to a fellowship. Reaching there, you find 2-3 people. When you click the tab to check how many members are attending on Zoom, the numbers at times were quite disappointing. But you keep on promising yourself that maybe others are on the way, others are maybe network connections, and you console yourself. It was very, very challenging. But like I said, I thank God that eventually we picked up and I managed to contain the situation. We got so many other people joining us. The club grew by about 37 members, and we are there. moving well. So when I interested the members that we go and launch, honestly, we got more than the required capacity. It was extremely marvelous. It was a blast. And as I talk, the signature project is on. The plans have been approved by the district. And we are heading for another launch, still in Gwembuzi. Land is already graded. The plans have been approved by the district. The sponsors are just eager. They're waiting for the day we are planning to go back and kickstart the project. Now we are back in Kampala, in Ichukubamutwe. First of all, writing a proposal and it generates funds was another exciting experience because we are used to collecting money from ourselves. But I want to thank my project director, George Lugarambi, for writing the malaria project and generated some good amount of money, and even for spearheading its launch. And as I talk, we've changed the community and we've impacted the community in Chukubamutwe. Malaria is no more in Chukubamutwe. And to me as the president, I work with pride. Kati bw'otunuulira obulwadde obusinga okuluma malaria, omusujja ogw'ensiri. Kati ffe nga Muyenga twanoonyereza ki ekiguleeta ne tunoonya eyo kiva mu byaki bya buyonjo.
Because we know that one of the key tenets of the fight against malaria is to make sure that people are informed, people know how malaria is transmitted and how it can be prevented.
The charter president, Christine, laid a good foundation, builded the IPP, laid another layer, and I pushed it, the level so high that the task before Rita is a bit high. She needs a lot of support, more so from myself, so that we maintain the pace. Short of that, her biggest challenge is going to be she has to be able on them for her to maintain the members and also to add on the members. So I'll always be in the shadow to give her a push.
My name is Rita Namachikanangono, Imagine Rotary President of the Rotary Club of Muyenga Tankhill for the year 2022-23. I joined Rotary to serve. Charity is what I stand for. I started doing charity work as a young girl. I have an NGO I started as a student at LDC. So when my friend invited me to join Rotary, she said there's this collection of professionals that are involved in charity and changing the world. I believe, and from my experience of doing charity work and voluntary work to change lives, it's better than being paid. The feeling you get is better than being paid $1 million. That's why I joined Rotary, and that's why I believe to create change in the communities that we live. Besides serving, I love meeting people. I've met people. The Swallowship's crew, you know yourselves. We do have a good time there. But then, I've gotten business as well. Rotary has opened doors for me beyond my wildest dream. So a lot has been achieved by the past presidents in terms of project and impact. We have the Chukubamutwe project in partnership with Malaria International, which is a WASH project. And we have another in Gwembuzi, where we launched the Muyenga Tankhill Health Center. I don't think it's necessary for us to start any other project as Muyenga Tankhill. Our focus should be on the consolidation and looking for more partnership in terms of driving these projects ahead. However, aligning with the district strategic focus, which is collaborative Rotary projects in conjunction with other Rotary clubs. We are in 2 discussions as the president-elects or incoming presidents of the Muyenga clubs. If you work collaboratively together, you have more impact. The Tuk-Tuk project is the signature project for the Imagine Rotary Year, spearheaded by our governor. It's a maternal and child health project. As you know, Uganda has one of the highest mortality rates due to maternal death. The problem is compounded by lack of access to health facilities by mothers. So the Tuk-Tuk project will help transport the mothers to the nearest health facilities so they can be attended to in a timely manner. So as Muyenga Tankhill, we want to actively participate in this Tuk-Tuk project. And we will do this we are in 2 talks with Rotary Club of Muyenga. We are going to fundraise and buy tuk-tuks in big numbers. Each tuk-tuk is 5 million shillings. And I do believe that the generous and giving spirit of the Tankhillers, we've been generous previously, and we are going to participate into this project as we help our nation, Uganda. Our Rotarians of Muyenga Tankhill have been exceedingly generous previously, and I believe we are going to continue. The district goal of 200,000 in the foundation giving for the district, I believe that we as Muyenga Tankhill can raise a significant amount. I expect another major donors coming up, and at least every one of Muyenga Tankhill being a Paul Harris Fellow. But most importantly, I'm cooking up a project for fundraising as Muyenga Tankhill. I don't want to unveil it now before I discuss it with my board, but I believe that it's one that will raise a lot of money for our foundation. So watch out. I don't say this to brag about Muyenga Tankhill, but on membership, we have done so well, despite the circumstances, the COVID withstanding. We managed to grow from 53 members to about 84 members during the past Rotary year. That is exceptional. It's an exceptional growth. Focus in my year is going to be twofold: growth and retention. We'll bring in members, but we are going to retain to 90% retention, again aligned to what the district target is. Due to the COVID restrictions, we didn't have many activities that we could do together that would improve on cohesion and team building. During my Rotary year, we shall have many hospitalities, getaway. I know we've been doing this since the restrictions were lifted. We shall keep the momentum up. And I believe that if we do that, our retention target can be achieved. Lastly, I would like to thank the past presidents. You have done a fantastic job. I have a firm foundation, and I believe that this foundation will be the pillar of my Rotary year. I'm a very, very lucky president. I stand tall on your shoulders, and I believe again with your support that we are going to take Muyenga Tankhill to another level. To my club members, it's a privilege and an honor to be your leader this coming Rotary year. I seek and request and beg and plead for your support, unwavering support. My appeal to you is to be good Rotarians. A good Rotarian attends fellowships. A good Rotarian pays dues. I look forward to again 100% dues being paid. A good Rotarian participates in all Rotary activities, service projects, visiting other Rotary clubs, DCA, RI. I like using the analogy of the boat with the sails, and you people are the wind that are going to propel me to greater heights as your president. Thank you so much. Thank you for the honor bestowed upon me as your Rotary president for the year 2022-23.